Now let's talk about beggars. I want us to analyze beggars, who they are, how we treat them, and what we should do about them. Now, there are a lot of things attached to beggars, giving to the beggars in the streets. Many people believe that it's a source of blessing, spiritual blessing. There is a way it blesses us spiritually. There is a way, in fact, in the secular world, we believe that it helps, helping the poor, helping beggars, especially the beggars, as a way of, reshaping the society. So, and begging comes in maybe somebody with deformity, disability, ability, whatever we can call it. But begging in the street now is even beyond that. Somebody can just wear a very rough clothes, having legs and eyes, and will still be begging on the street. Now, people tend to give them as soon as possible 500 naira, 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 5k, as the case may be. Now, let us paint this scenario. Who is really a beggar between these two persons? I want us to please pay attention to this. I personally am earning, say, 100,000 naira a month, and I wake up every day, wear my one or two clothes, iron it, go to work, look nice, look fresh. But I'm managing 100,000 naira. Now, a beggar goes home with an average of between 5 to 20,000 naira a day. So it goes between that range. And it means in a month, they goes home with between 150 to 300,000 naira a month. As the case may be, depending on location, depending on where they are or something. Cash gifts. They have cash gifts. They sometimes also have gift in in some other value, probably clothes, shoes, whatever. Some even receives a nice clothes. Now, you as a person, I've come to you that please, I need 5k urgently. I just want to eat, or I have a pressing issue. You'll be like, I don't have, please. The country is hard. Yeah, you give me all sort of excuse. And it's not as if you really don't have. Yeah, you might not have, but sometimes it's not as if you really don't have, but you feel like he's working now. Why is it disturbing me? Maybe he's working. He has wife. He has children. In fact, he's driving a car. So he's capable. So nobody should disturb me this time around. Things are hard. Fine. Now, a beggar on the street is there, roaming around every day, going back home, making cool cash. Now, your pastor babalawo afa, or your spiritual leader, who you are well pleased with and believes in, now says, this week make sure you give to the beggars, whatever it is, so that you can attract spiritual blessing, you can attract spiritual days, you can avert accidents, you can avert calamities on your way. In fact, sometimes they will say, do it like this, and give it to the beggar. You quickly jump at it. If possible, you wrap up 2,000 naira, 1,000 naira, 5k, or a gift. You go and give it to these people. These people goes home every month, times 2 of what me that looks nice goes home with. Now I want to ask, if truly God has commanded that you should go and give to a beggar, who is the real beggar between myself, who needed 5k, but I'm managing to just look nice, and I'm earning 100k, and the guy who doesn't dress nice, who doesn't really look nice, but is going home with times 2 of what I goes home with? So if truly speaking, these things attracts um it attracts spiritual, upliftment, blessings, solve spiritual problems and all of those things. If you have done for me, and between myself, or let me say between myself and that other person that is just in the street begging, who is supposed to, if truly these things is the way they say it, who is supposed to give you or attract blessings for you or solve the problem for you? I don't know if you are getting what I'm trying to say. I don't know how best I can express it. But between myself and that other person in the street, who will likely give you your blessing, or who are you going to get the blessings from? Who are you going to, who is going to be a part to your problem solutions, or solutions to your problems? It reminds me of a book by Aminata Sofo, written in 1981, The Beggars Strike. When there's this man, who wanted to contest for presidency, I think in Cote d'Ivoire or something. That was the plot of the book. So he decided to get rid of beggars, but I think when he wanted to, after he was elected or something, I've forgotten the whole thematic analysis, but at the end of the day, he realized that he needed. I read that book, I think, far as back as 2007. So I can't really comprehend what is in it again. But what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, when he was now looking for ways to be elected into that office again, he needed beggars on the street. He needed to give beggars on the street certain amount of money, and he needed to do things with the beggars in those particular locations. But he could not. Now, this year I came back to my question that book that I read that year, that makes us look like nobody is indispensable and all of those things that traditionally things are. What if this man, if the babalawo then, if the spiritual father then told him that, okay, go and give to the poor, go and give to the beggars? What if he had given to the real beggars, who are not even those ones that he sacked on the street? Because there are certain things that are questionable. If the costume they wear daily is what makes them a beggar, then something is wrong. But if what they have as income on a daily basis is what makes them a beggar, then I am a beggar. In fact, I am supposed to be the one you should give that money, not them. But this thing is debatable. I want to know, is it the costume they wear or the fact that they don't really have? Is that what makes them a beggar? Let's discuss. The comment section is available for discussion. Let's discuss. Probably I can also have a change of mindset. But what I'm thinking right now is, what really makes a beggar a beggar? Is it what they wear, or the fact that they roam around the street, or the income they have? Some of these beggars have houses of their own. They have cars. Some of them, they really have cars of their own. They will travel to another distance where they are not known and start begging and making cool cash. So if truly there is a spiritual attachment to it, probably the spirituality should also upgrade, so that they will tell you the particular person that is really in need. Or I don't know, something is fishy somehow. I need clarification. You understand? Or else maybe we say go enter street now and start to dey wear nonsense and start begging.